Peace, y'all. Brother Derek checking in with another video. Hope y'all are doing well. For all y'all don't know, my name is Derek Alford, also known as Brother Derek, real estate investing coach, also a life coach. And basically, just the goal of my channel just to give you guys information, inspiration, and just guidance on if there's a better way to live. You don't have to be stuck in a 9 to 5 job. You don't have to be, stuck doing whatever you're doing to make money. There's other ways to make money, and the way that we've got our freedom and achieved, a life that we enjoy is through real estate. So hopefully, when you guys watch my videos, I can give you guys that information and that inspiration to just take a step in a different direction, whether it's real estate or not. Just to know that there's a better way. And when I was on that 9 to 5 job working at the car plant that I was working at the time, back in 2018, I was there for 5 years. I knew I wasn't gonna stay there. Like, first first couple, maybe like a month, I'm like, yeah, this ain't for me. And I remember subconsciously telling myself that I won't be here more than 5 years, and that's exactly what I did. I quit my job in October 2018, and from there I've been focused on doing real estate and a couple little ventures on the side, Airbnb, a couple things, but I haven't went back to that 9 to 5. And there's nothing wrong with 9 to 5. It just wasn't, that job that I was doing wasn't for me. But this video I want to talk about, just not letting, basically not getting yourself trapped. When I say trapped, I mean trapped in a situation where you have to be somewhere, you have to be at that job that you hate, you have to, work an extra part-time job because trapped yourself. And you can trap yourself in many different ways, with material things, cars, car payments, or, just a lifestyle that you can't really afford, that you want, that you desire, but you trapped yourself, trying to live that lifestyle. Maybe it's a very expensive apartment, or maybe you got caught up with multiple women, you got multiple babies, so you got child support, and that's a big issue for a lot of people. But either way, a lot of these things, are caused by, all these things are caused by ourselves. Of course, a lot of it is lack of information, lack of knowledge, but we trap ourselves in many different ways. And a lot of times we trap ourselves because we are in situations that we don't want to be in. Like I said, 9 to 5 jobs. So we trap ourselves with drug use, smoking a lot of weed, or drinking a lot of alcohol. Those are all traps that we do, because we are unhappy with where we're at. So we use it as a coping method. We use it to cope. And I made that mistake with cars. Like, I love, as you guys may have heard in my other videos, I love luxury sports cars. My favorite car is an Infiniti. Those are my favorite cars, and I've been wanting a Q50 for the past, I don't even know, seven years, and it just never aligned for me to get it. And I'll talk about that in a minute, but those are my favorite cars, and I got myself trapped in that situation when I was working at that job, that car plant. I hated that job, and I was going through so many things, being at a job I hate. I was in a toxic situation, and I was paying child support. I was a good father, taking care of my son, and that's my job. If we make a child, it's our responsibility to take care of our child. But we get caught up with the wrong people, and then things get overly, things just get taken to a higher level. People try to do things to hurt you, try to exploit you at an even higher level than than you deserve. That should be happening. People abuse the system, abuse powers that they are given. So it is what it is. I learned my lesson. I'm married. Got a beautiful wife, beautiful daughter. So we all go through things. But I made these mistakes where I was trapped. I trapped myself. When I bought a car at a job I hated. So basically, that's what a lot of people do. We're at jobs that we hate. Like, every day we hate. It's like, the best way I can explain this is like a fridge being on your back, and you just have to wake up. You have to get to that job, and then you got that weight on your shoulders and on your heart. It's just like, I hate it here. The people here aren't good. You know, my supervisor or manager, they're out to get me. They want me fired. But you still have to go there. You still got bills. You got rent. You got child support. You got, you know, you got to get food. You got insurance, car, phone bills, all them things. So you have to go there. So these things, you know, you have to do. But, you know, so on top of, you know, hating, you know, where I had to go, I put myself in a situation because I wanted something so bad, and I was trying to find a coping method. And I didn't want to drink. I didn't want to smoke. My coping was cars. I love cars. I love driving them. So especially my Infiniti. So, you know, my mind was, you know, I want something for me. So I bought this car, 2011 Infiniti G25X. Wasn't even the car I really wanted, so I messed up, like, because I got the cheaper car. I wanted the G37, but it was too much money. So I'm like, well, I'll get the small, what is it, the entry level model, and that's the worst thing you could do. I mean, this whole thing was a bad situation, but I bought something that I shouldn't have bought, and then I didn't even buy the better version of it because I know I couldn't afford it. So I put myself in a bad situation, and then I didn't even get what I really wanted. So I had buyer's remorse on top of the fact that I had a car payment that I really shouldn't have because I was already in a tight financial situation. And that's what we do. You know, we do these things because we're coping, because we're in environments, we're in situations we don't want to be in. So we trap ourselves. So ultimately, I had a car loan, 5 years. I had great credit, so, you know, my interest rate was like 2%. But the fact of the matter is, I was living in an apartment, so I had $700 basically rent payment. Now I had a $300 car payment for 5 years. No investments, really. I didn't have any investments at the time. I was investing in the stock market, but I didn't have any real estate. I didn't own my own home. You know, I was depending on a job I hated to pay for all those bills. So that's one of the ways we trap ourselves. But, you know, that's why I wanted to make this video to explain to y'all that, you know, if you can delay gratification, like, it's bad if I wanted that car. If I would have waited to buy that car, I would have had more money. I would have had more resources, and it would have been less stress on myself. You know, when I bought my first house, because I bought a duplex after I bought my first car, which was a very bad idea because that affected my debt to income ratio, which means that I had more debt than I probably should have had. Of course, I still got my house, but it could have hurt me in the long run because I had more debt. But my income was still higher than my debt, so it worked out for me to get the house. But if my debt was so high, and if my debt was more than my income that was coming in, I would have got approved for that mortgage, which meant I would have been still stuck in that situation that I was trying to get out of. But that's why I wanted to make this video for you guys, so that you guys understand that you don't have to, you know, there's a better way. You don't have to, you know, make that mistake and get into that trap. You know, you can find other ways to, because we all are in situations at times where we feel stuck, and we find ways to cope. And I just want you guys to find healthier ways to cope than, you know, trapping yourself financially. So maybe instead of me buying that car, I probably should have just focused on maybe buying some educational things that will help me get that car quicker. And I wasn't really thinking about that. I just wanted the car so bad. I'm like, the car is gonna make me feel better. I'll have something that I really want, because I'm always doing stuff I don't want to do. And that's a lot of times what we're doing. We're just trying to cope for us, trying to cope because we're unhappy. There's another way. So I think I'm gonna cut the video short. And I didn't tell y'all, if y'all didn't know, right now me and my wife are in Nairobi, Kenya. So this is the view that I got right now that I'm making this video. So I just wanted to show y'all the view. Very beautiful place. And that's the other thing, like, I could have probably already been taking trips like this if I would have, you know, delayed my gratification longer, if I would have waited to make certain purchases. And like I told you, I've been wanting a newer Infiniti for a long time. and it just, I learned from that mistake of buying that car that I shouldn't have bought. So instead of the next time I got more money, which was I quit. I was able to get some more money, you know, some other ventures. Instead of buying a car, I bought another house. I bought my duplex, and then I got some more money. I used that money to buy a single family cash. I could have bought that car. I could have bought that Q50 that I told you I really want. I could have bought that years ago, but I just kept waiting, and I can buy that car right now. But it just wouldn't make sense for me to buy it right now. You know, I may not even be living in the U.S. anymore. We're considering moving out of the U.S. So these are things that you you have to consider. You have to try to really think about the long term, and it's hard because we're humans. We have desires. We have wants, and we all want things. We want the best things. We want things. We work hard. All of us work hard, and we feel like we deserve certain things, and we do. But everything comes when the time is right. So guys, don't let material things trap you. Definitely just take the time and try to think long term. Think about at the end, will this really, really help me? Will this benefit me? How will I feel 3 months from now, 6 months from now? And that's what my wife, she really helped me with this. That's why I'm helping y'all, because I've been coached on this. Will this purchase really help me? Will it benefit me? Will it make me more money? Will it have me losing money? And that's what these cars in my situation do. They cost a lot of money up front, and later down the line they're worth less money. They cost money to fix, and ultimately down the road, 3 6 months from now or from then, like I got my car. When I got that car, I told you I bought years ago, but I shouldn't have bought. I loved it for 3 4 months, and then I had buyer's regret. I didn't get it wasn't fast enough. It wasn't this. Repairs were kind of more expensive than I thought. Premium gas was more expensive than I thought. So these things started happening, and I had to learn that lesson the hard way. So, and I've tried to tell my friends about that, because I have friends that I tried to teach. But sometimes we have to go through things on our own. But hopefully I can help you guys avoid a lot of these things, make better decisions. Invest sooner than me, because I bought my first property at 27. I want you guys to buy your first property at 25, 23. That way you can experience a better life. You have more opportunities sooner than me, and just get a head start. The earlier you can start on investing and making good decisions with your money, the better off you'll be. So, if this video helps y'all, please like and subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you on the next video. Peace.